Beth just said goodbye to her polka dot heels.
Goodbye?
She sold them on Mercari to Shelley, who gladly said
hello.
Just after she said goodbye to a set of bright orange cookware.
Really, Mom? Citrus?
They sold quickly on Mercari to Dan.
Whoa, these are groovy.
Then Dan sold his rollerblades on Mercari.
Bye-bye. I bike now.
Which took us back to where we started with Beth, who said,
Hello, rollerblades. Whee!
Buy and sell almost anything from home with Mercari, your marketplace. Find it on the app stores or Mercari.com.
Yo, we're back.
Long Island Ride. Long Island
back
Ride.
with the Cray. We're talking about the variant that is
Yes.
sweeping the nation.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Vaccinated, not vaccinated.
It
Seemed
don't
like
matter.
it don't fucking make a difference. I was sick 3 weeks ago with some shit. My kid was coughing in my face every night.
I remember that.
And I got sick, but, you know.
You know, one of our good friends got the vid the other day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah. I don't want to
Yeah,
say
shout
by
out
name.
to my boy. Nah.
Nah.
I hope you're feeling better, Mr. Nah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's fucked up,
It's
man.
crazy.
It's fucked up.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
this
don't want to
whole,
make a joke out of it because
No.
people get really sick. Get really
Yeah, because this
fucking
whole new
sick.
variant is called the Delta.
A Delta.
I mean, of
We're
course.
gonna run through the whole Greek alphabet on this motherfucker, you know.
Delta.
Wait till we get the gamma. Wait till we get the gamma one next. We'll
Wait till
turn
the
into like
alpha
Dr.
one
Bruce
comes.
Banner or
I
something.
think, I think this whole thing is going to turn people into mutants. I think that, we're
What do you
still.
mean? They already are fucking mutants,
No,
bro.
what I mean is that we're still evolving, right? So just think about how much shit the prehistoric man had to survive to become us.
They had to,
So-
they had
Their
to survive one
lifespan
fucking.
was like 25
yeah,
years.
and they had to survive one thing:
they barely
dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. That's
That's
true.
it.
That's true.
That's all they had to fucking. What else?
Exactly.
They didn't have colds.
He was like,
Well, actually,
They didn't have cancel culture.
Actually,
They didn't have like
humans and dinosaurs did not exist during the same time.
Oh, they didn't. I thought they were
They did
cavemen.
not. No,
It
I
was no
gotta go
caveman?
back to school.
not at the same time.
They
What
didn't
about
have to
the-
survive
they
social
were cavemen.
injustice.
It just
The
happened.
Flintstones,
way
they had
later.
little dinosaurs. Like, wasn't?
Yeah, that was also a cartoon.
Oh, yeah, that's true. True.
I don't know. I look to cartoons for all my kind of
Me too.
historical facts.
In
you know?
cartoons, there's truth. Look at the Simpson episode with Donald Trump as the president.
That is some creepy
That's
shit.
some creepy
How
shit.
Simpsons has predicted
Yeah.
everything in the
Yeah.
last 25
Oh, the
years.
Simpsons is like on point.
Well, what are they making new episodes?
They
What the fuck are
predicted
they saying about the
9/11.
future?
They
Yeah.
predicted Trump becoming president. They predicted
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the shit? Simpsons, like family, not family.
They're like
Guy.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
They're the
That's what I was looking for.
They're
know
the
what I love about Rob?
Nostradamus of
You were looking for
cartoons.
Nostradamus and said Family Guy.
I was looking for Nostradamus, but Rob jumped in my brain and said, "You moron," and said Nostradamus. That's what I was looking for.
Listen, that guy's managed to kind of, eke and creep around some factual shit. But the reality is like, you could kind of bend and twist words to fucking believe anything,
Yeah.
to be suggested anything.
Yeah.
But still, he's done a pretty good job of it.
He's done a great
Nostradamus,
job.
You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
I managed to stay relevant 7,000 years.
I
so-
love his prediction
However
about.
the
I love
fuck
his
old he
prediction
is.
about the Cray. He
Oh, yeah.
Did. He said we were going to be the biggest fucking podcast in the
biggest
world.
thing. He was like, "There is going to stand three gentlemen around a rock
Yes.
of craziness,"
Yes.
and that was us.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Interesting.
3 men of different ethnicities
Yes.
There you go.
and ages
And ages.
will together stand tall.
Exactly.
Yes.
And collectively be 200 years old.
Yes.
Sounds like an 80s Highlander.
Well, yeah,
spin-off.
he's kind of right, man. He's kind of right. I think we got 3 new subscribers this week, and we'll tick it up, man. So let's
we're
rock and roll,
going up.
motherfuckers.
There we go.
Yo,
Big.
big show today.
Big
Yeah,
show.
we got
Big show.
Dame Dash.
Dame
in the
Dash,
building.
the controversial, the man, the myth, the legend, Damon Dash.
With
I
his
mean, if we're
protege.
being accurate, he's not technically in the building yet. So
yeah.
He's on his way.
Hopefully, he'll be here.
Yeah.
in
He's
like
in the
5.
building. He's just
Is
he's
he?
walking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And his protege, we got Hassan as well.
Hassan.
You
love
did a
David.
project with Hassan,
I
right?
love Hassan, man. Super talented rapper. Fucking, he's awesome, man. Yeah,
Nice.
we did a little short film together.
So
that
maybe
he
we get him
made.
a freestyle.
Hell yeah, man. Hopefully
He's gonna
nice,
actually
super
debut
talented.
his new song today, his brand new track with Vic Mensa. So
No.
we got that to look.
When
at.
I
show,
throw
one
Rob's
time or
name
another.
around, people get excited. I can't even lie.
Really?
Oh,
And my name?
Yeah, when I think like Rob
They
White.
probably think it's the sex therapist.
no.
Yeah, probably.
They was
Probably.
like they was like the Jewish guy from Entourage.
Really?
there you
Like
go.
with the Jewish guy from Entourage. The show's packed with Jews.
That really
Yeah,
narrows
but-
it down.
But you're a standout kind of Jew.
Yeah, I am. I'm a different kind of Jew.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of Jew that is, but I'm
We
a
like
different-
it.
I'm a different kind of Jew.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we got a good show. I'm super excited to dig deep with Dame Dash and get into some deep conversation
Yes, sir.
and listen. It might get sticky.
All right.
Everything always gets sticky, bro.
At the end of
You know
the
what
day.
I mean, if it's good.
If it's good.
If it's worth it.
If it's worth
It
it.
should get sticky.
Should be interesting.
Yes. Let's
Oh,
rock.
Cray.
Let's
roll.
do it.
Well, who connected with Damon and knows that he's on his way here? You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Sean didn't know about hip hop time. He didn't know that. He didn't know hip hop works on a different schedule.
Different times.
1 p.m. hip hop time is not 1 p.m. our time.
It's tomorrow.
I mean, yo, just so we catch people up to speed,
Yeah.
we're sitting in a room.
Waiting on
we
Damon
are
Dash.
40 minutes waiting on Damon Dash.
Yeah.
Now,
Whatever's happening,
But
we're about to make
It's
it.
either that, he's either in
while
court or he's in
supposed to
Hawaii.
be-
There's
while
one
he's
or the
supposed
other.
to be here, he is live on Instagram filming something in Hawaii. His artist, Hassan, who I affectionately call Davey, his artist Hassan, who's signed to him, super talented rapper.
Yeah,
Maybe
saw
he'll
the video.
freestyle for us. And he could freestyle it at Damon's empty seat right now. Right? He says, no, he's going to be here. And then we say to him, his Instagram is live in Hawaii. He goes, I don't think he's there.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, he's not fucking here. He's supposed to be here 40 minutes ago.
He's in fucking Hawaii.
No, I do apologize about that, but I don't know.
But I don't know.
I mean, he's his own man. I don't know. That's
I know, but did anybody really confirm with him? You know what, man? We're gonna kill some fucking time right now, and then we'll talk
calling
to David
James?
about what he's doing.
You
But
calling
yes,
James when
I'm gonna
else?
call him on speaker. I hope it reads.
What's up?
What's up? Yo, we're sitting here with Hassan, man. There's no Damon Dash, bro. Did you know that?
What happened?
There's no Damon Dash.
he's on the way.
How do I know that? Because I'm sitting here with Hassan.
I mean, I booked it with him. I don't know. He's in charge. So funny.
He's in charge.
You booked it with who?
John, Dave, that's their team. I mean, I mean.
What fucking language is that? What the fuck's he speaking, bro? What is this? Wait, who?
What's going on?
What do you mean? I'm sitting here with David. Damon Dash is not here.
I'm not in charge. I booked it with David. He had it all covered. What's going on?
Damon's in Hawaii.
Why do you finish the statement with what's going on?
Damon's in Hawaii.
I told you, Damon Dash is live right now on his Instagram from
Hawaii.
Hawaii. And telling David he's on his way here.
No, so David pranks us.
No, absolutely not.
So it's a prank.
No, it's not a prank.
Well punked.
So you think this is David set us up? He knew Damon was in Hawaii,
Absolutely not.
and he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna bait and switch him.
If David got there and David knew all about it, I apologize. I have no idea. Sorry, man. It's fucked up. It's totally fucked up.
It's really fucked up. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna pay for the studio time?
I'm just really fucked up. Yes, I mean,
This shit is cray.
Yeah. Let me know if you have anybody good for us to interview next week, James.
Thank you.
Why don't you slide over there, Hassan?
Yeah.
No, you know what? Leave it open. You're like, just to give a little background, your album is super biblical. Like you said, it's based in Genesis, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, as a Jew who's not religious at all, I do know that the empty seat at the table is for Elijah.
Yeah.
Well, there you
So
go.
we
Wow.
kind of got like we got our own little
Okay.
biblical
That's
shit.
amazing.
We got
Yeah.
the seat. So tell us what's going on with the album.
Yeah,
tell us
abs-
about the relationship with the guy who's not here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how this gets started.
Well-
and also,
Yeah, I'll just say all quick and nice. Well, the first album was called Mesopotamia, and that was executive produced by Dame Dash. And so the second album is called The Second Coming.
Okay.
And yeah, it's all about Genesis because Christians have to realize that we wouldn't have Christianity if it wasn't for Judaism. So America is a Judaic Christian nation, and we have to get back to that. And that's why we have to, we have to remember the order of God, which is God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, woman over child. And anyone who's married has to be the head of their wife. And
I'm
that's
telling that to my wife.
yeah. Are you the head of your wife?
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
Amazing.
Yeah.
the head of the household?
Yeah,
No,
Is that
no,
what
no,
you're talking about?
no.
What's the head of the wife?
What do you mean?
What does that
head of the
mean?
wife? What
Not head of the household. The scripture says head of the wife.
What does that mean?
I mean, it
It
sounds
means
violent.
it means no. It means that once you're born, are you Christian?
No, I'm Jewish.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, well, it still applies because this is Genesis. So, once you're married, you become one flesh, and the man becomes the head of the woman as God is the head of man.
Gotcha.
And that's because once Eve,
like a drag queen.
that's because that's because once Eve listened to the serpent and disobeyed Adam, she was born again in the spirit of Satan. And once Adam listened to Eve and disobeyed the father, he was born again in the spirit of the woman. That's why we're all born of women, and that's why we have to overcome the woman, because what happens is if we don't handle our mother, we'll never handle our wife, because people marry their mothers. Isn't that amazing? So any man who has
heavy
anger,
duty,
That's some
man.
heavy duty shit.
He spit out a real mouth.
Yeah,
any,
you know.
any man
He
who
should sell
has
cars. He should sell
He's
cars.
quiet as fuck, so obviously he must concur.
I'm just soaking it all
He's like,
in.
what do you mean? I knew all of this shit.
I just want to know if Damon agrees with all this.
no.
So my whole thing is, so do your look have to do anything with Jesus? Because you remind me of Jesus. So like,
No, but he's
images-
Middle Eastern. You're Middle Eastern.
Yeah, my father was born in Iraq. That's why the first album's called Mesopotamia.
Got you.
I did a pilot that Rob was nice enough to act in.
And he gave me an Air One gift card, man. He's a classy kid.
yeah.
First person to actually fucking bring something.
So we used the real clips, but then we reenacted all the stuff around
place,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's all a true story. So that's called Mesopotamia, but now this is Second Coming. Yeah, I guess the look matters, but what really matters is that there is no such thing as racism, and that we have to understand that it's a spiritual battle. The Bible talks about we do not wrestle with flesh and blood, but with spirits and principalities and wickedness in high places. So we have to stop letting Democrats and all these people tell us that it's a division thing and it's about race when it's about spirits. So we have to overcome the evil spirit and return to the Father. So we got to stop having children out of wedlock. We got to stop, and the father has to stay in the house.
Well, I had a child out of wedlock.
But you're a good guy. You're
Yeah,
a great
you got
dad
it.
too.
I guess I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing
But
that.
he's not the first person who told me that. My accountant told me that too. So,
That's funny.
so I'm already on that too.
You're on that
you know what I
page.
mean? I don't know. I have a hard time with religion, man. I respect religion, but I think religion is just again something that divides people. But I understand everybody's got to have their. You know, I have my own connection to what I consider to be higher powers in the universe and what connects me, you know. But I find that, you know, I don't necessarily fully trust organized religion.
Right.
And I think it's just another opportunity for power, corruption, greed. Fucking,
I agree.
You know, I mean, hypocrisy and other bullshit. But with that said, you know, like I said, everything works for everybody. But it's interesting how people interpret scripture and what they interpret things to mean. And I don't really, you know, I don't really knock people for their interpretations unless it creates pain for other people, right?
Sure.
So you're speaking from the Old Testament.
Well,
First Testament.
specifically Genesis, but also Jesus brought forgiveness. So any man who has anger is a woman, and
Any man who has anger is a woman.
isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Yeah, but that's because they have their mother's identity. The mother imposed their will on them at a young age and traumatized them, because when mothers sometimes are impatient with their sons specifically, and because they have that hell in them, they impose their will onto the child, and they try to turn them away from their father because they have hatred towards the father. Not all, but most.
But some of this sounds familiar to me. I feel it.
Yeah.
I just heard my mother's voice in my head go, Robert! You know what I mean? So I think he's hitting some of that shit.
he's getting some
like,
valid points for you.
I think there are. So it makes total sense to me that, you know, two parents always being on the same page is pretty unlikely. And I think that, you know, when you're raising a kid, there probably are times where you're not fully in sync, right? So subconsciously, maybe you want your kid to be a little more like you, a little less like the other parent, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that doesn't seem crazy. You know, for me, I just tell my son, I'm like, be like your mom. Just be like your mom.
Yeah.
I know it'll make her happy and she's cool, and just be like her, you know?
And-
Don't be a bum like me.
No, like in my household, you know, I converted to Judaism. My wife is Jewish. At an early age, I didn't necessarily migrate towards, you know, Christianity, being Baptist, Methodist, and all that stuff. And I'm from the Bible Belt. I grew up in the South.
Sure.
So for me, I started having these very vivid dreams at an early age that I couldn't understand until I got with my rabbi and my cantor and my moil, and I started telling them these vivid dreams I had, to the point they were crying, and they were like, listen, they was like, you are already a Jew. You just stepping into, your kind of like your flesh or your skin, so to speak. And for me, going back to Rob saying like the cohesiveness of like parents being on the same page, I just wanted my household to have like that cohesiveness, us being on the same page for as religion and stuff like that. So for me, it was, I feel deep rooted. I felt connected to Judaism. My rabbi told me, before they can embrace you, accept you, they turn you away 3 times. And something has to happen in your life that makes you feel like you're spiritually connected to it. And I was in a situation where, they were looking at me, because people tend to look at Judaism as a race versus a religion. Like, I'm a Jew, I'm white, you know what I mean? So these people were talking about Jews in a very derogatory way, and I got so mad. I got so mad to the point where I remember going into the bathroom and crying. And
where was that?
I can't tell you. Soul House. Sorry.
Was it Soul?
Yeah.
Wow, man, it's everywhere.
It's
bro.
everywhere.
Anti-Semitism is everywhere.
And I never thought these people would be saying these
Really?
people talking about Jews in that way.
Yeah.
I got so emotional and worked up. I literally went in the bathroom, broke down crying, called my rabbi, and he was like, "You're ready." That was your emotional connection to it.
Right.
It's
To Judaism.
To Judaism. He's like, now you're ready.
You know what, dude? It's crazy. Didn't we talk about this once before?
Yeah, we did.
I only feel like a Jew when people hate on Jews.
Yeah.
That's the only time I feel like if you said to me like, "Hey, Rob, like, what are your religious thoughts?" I'd be like, "Well, I'm Jewish, biologically, but like, just in terms of DNA from my parents, but I'm not religious." But if people like, fucking the world's better without Jews, like all of a sudden I'm activated. You know what I mean? It's like
they plug you in.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how that happens. Like when you kind of
I think
but
with
it's
anything,
like a defense or something. But and then you take a little bit of like pride in that
That's how I feel.
tradition or what you are. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah,
Where?
I know.
There you
It's
go.
funny, man. Like I told you, I was sitting with a friend of mine who's a pro fighter. He's Jewish. He's a badass dude, And I said to him, I was like, "Hey, bro," I said, "Yo, man, they're coming for us." And he was like, and he just like the way he just looked at me, he was like, "Let them come." And I was like, "Yo, that's a Jew that I want in my house on the day they come with the Jews.
Let them come. Let them come.
Give me that Jew to
It's
stand beside
like
me."
Eric Bana from Munich.
No, he's so badass about it, man.
Let them come.
That was like Brad Pitt from
Yo,
Inglourious
it's crazy.
Basterds.
I
Yeah,
think
right?
it's so fucking crazy. People, just the level of hate. It's like, I think we talked about this also, that I was out there for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And then all this shit happens with Israel, and everybody's so quick to turn on Jews.
Yeah.
And even if you go like, "Hey, it's not a Jew thing, it's just a Zionist thing, and Israel and Palestine," I think people are dangerously unaware of the truths of things. And I'm not gonna sit here and wax about the realities of the world, because, by the way, I don't know everything either. But I think a lot of people are super visible people, very vocal. And they should be just more careful with that and the message that they send, and how people interpret that message.
Yeah, I think we live in an era now where racism is running rampant. I think with the politics and everything that's been going on, with the whole the Trumpers and all these people.
I love President Trump.
Did you like him?
I love him. Yeah.
Really?
I think he's a son of God. I think he puts America first. He loves America, and he loves people. Yeah.
He just made it worth it that Damon's not here.
He has been. Yeah. We should have been talking to you for an
He's
hour ago.
not even talking because he's in protest. He's like, the main guest did not show up. The segment will not air. I am not wasting my words. I am pissed.
Yeah, I'm mad.
And I didn't get a fucking red rum bag. So fuck everybody.
Everybody.
If I got the bag and I didn't get Damon,
Then maybe we squeeze it.
It'd have been okay.
it'd
It'd been okay.
Fuck you. Yeah.
So wait a minute. You love Trump?
I mean, I love everyone, because if you don't love everyone, you love no one. And God also specifically says that, how can you love me for who you have not seen, but hate your brother for who you have seen?
So you just love everybody.
You have to, or you love no one.
Got it.
Yeah, but like, did you love him more than you loved Joe Biden?
100%.
Right. Okay. So he's a Trump supporter.
Okay.
But listen,
So you're a Trump
Joe
supporter.
I'll
Biden. Joe
say
Biden
this.
is evil and he's satanic, and so is Maxine Waters and Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. A lot of these people who actually try to manipulate black folks are actually Satan's children, and we have to understand that, again, it's a spiritual battle, and What's going on?
Oh no, I thought it was Satan.
No,
okay.
he's loving it.
And we have to understand that the Democrats want to remove the father from the home, like they did after civil rights. They paid single mothers more money to make sure the father wasn't in the house. Democrats did that, by the way, and they did that to specifically remove the father from the house. And once you remove the head, the rest of the body falls. So we gotta like wake up. And understand.
It's not the. I'll be honest with you. It's not the first time I'm hearing this.
No, I heard this
not
too.
From him, but like,
I heard this too.
African American, that are conservatives.
Yeah,
saying very similar. Very similar
like the goal from the
narratives.
Democrats is to remove the black man from the household, because then if you implement, government aid, food stamps, and all these things,
that becomes the dad.
That becomes the dad, because now you're getting more money with the dad absence than with the dad present.
The girl I'm dating right now is a porn star. She was a porn star for a long. Now she's born again, but
What's her name?
I was thinking the same thing.
Nobody cared about the born again
Yeah.
thing. Everyone was just like, what was her previous life's name?
Her stage name was Leilani Leanne.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar.
Leilani Leanne.
She black.
Steve's about to Google that in the back.
She's black. Hardcore, But anyway, but she's born again. And what I'm saying is,
God bless her.
But what I'm saying is that her friend she would literally tell the guy, yo, you gotta leave because the government coming and I'm gonna not get my check if you don't leave. So literally the children were suffering because she was like, I need to get my money, so you got to go right now. And that mentality is what's happened to us. All people. It's not a race thing. Again, it's a spiritual battle. And we have to understand that we have no free will. People think we have free will, but we don't. Scripture says, of ourselves we know nothing, and of ourselves we can do nothing. And you can't serve two masters at the same time. So you're either serving Satan or you're serving God.
All right.
Wow, that was like a commercial break.
James, what do you got? Where's Damon Dash?
Wait, I might know.
Where is he, James?
Is that a joke? Is it really happening?
Yeah, it's really happening, man. There's an empty seat
We're
here
on-
for
we're on
Damon
air,
Dash.
James.
And we're on. We're
Get to
recording
it.
with Hassan.
He said he's telling me he's on the way.
He's on the way. He's on the way. I mean, it's the sickest thing. There's hip hop time, and then there's hip hop time.
Yeah, this is hip hop.
Yeah.
Time.
Is it really happening?
Yes, it's really happening,
really
James.
happening.
Yes, it's really happening. There's no Damon Dash. It's just David. We only have a studio for X amount of time, and yes.
You wanna?
And you're gonna be on the show. This is your appearance on the show. Going. Is
James
this really
cameo.
happening? Is this really happening?
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. I will call back in 10 minutes so we can take another break. Yo, I think there's fucking people get freaked out when they see somebody in this town who was like a Trump supporter, but the guy had fucking 70 some odd million votes. I mean, it's obviously
I didn't
not
vote
that.
for him. I voted for my brother Kanye West. But
Right.
what I'm saying is, I think that we need strong alpha males, and people are scared of strong alpha males.
Right.
They're demonizing strong alpha males.
I don't disagree with that, by
That
the
I
way.
agree
Like
with.
that, I agree with.
I
also.
agree.
They
I agree
hate
with
us.
that.
I think
They hate men.
I think that there's
I
something.
agree, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I even look at it like in movie stars now. You're like, it's just who are they breeding to be the fucking McQueens and the strong leading man.
Who's
but
the
that's
strong
become like
leading man?
all of those guys that we grew up watching have become like poster children for toxic masculinity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you looked at the Stallones of Cobra and
They
Schwarzenegger,
don't exist anymore.
Predator.
They don't
and-
exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though those movies were like heightened action
Yeah.
films, I kind of feel like
Action Jackson, Big
yeah,
Baracus,
but
Mr.
I'm
T.
saying like the more grounded it is, the less likely it is that they'd want to make it, because I don't think people want to promote that culture. And
I think that the culture and the time that we live in now, they want you to be a man, but they don't necessarily want you to be manly. Does that make sense?
Duh.
Yeah, does
What
that
a
make sense?
mess.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's
Well,
true.
I think they want you to be a different kind of man. I think they're re-architecting what manhood looks like.
Yeah.
Listen, I see both sides of it. Like, I could really only look at it as I look at my son, right?
Yeah.
Because that's that generation that affects me. It's me looking at my 5-year-old kid, right? And part of him is still like all boy, right? Wants to wrestle, fight, go find bugs, like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
do all boy stuff, right? And then the other part of him is just kind of gentle. I've joked on here about like how he put me through yoga stuff and meditation that he learned in school. But one day I'd pick him up at school and he's like, kids all hug goodbye, right? And then they'll like hold hands and dance around in a circle, like impromptu, like 5 of them. And I'm just like, we didn't have that kind of loving when I grew up. You know what I mean? Like, where I grew up, it was like, so, you were kind of all gathered around while somebody punched somebody in the face at 3 o'clock.
Right.
You know,
After school.
Hey,
that was
fun. It was just, it was great. It's just,
We heard you have a new track that hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, I do.
Great. You and Vic Mensa.
Yeah.
Correct?
We got to
you really
and Dame produced it?
No, so I produced it. But because Vic was Jay-Z's artist, I thought it'd be interesting to have a song with him being Jay-Z's artist and me being Dame's artist.
Right.
And the song's called Devil's Playground. So it's kind of about the Cain and Abel story, which is basically the Dame and Jay story.
Got it. Interesting. Which one's Cain, which one's Abel in your mind?
Well, it all depends.
Have you guys recorded
Depends on what you think is peace.
Okay.
Have you guys recorded it yet?
Yeah, it's here. I sent it to you. I produced it, but Justice League, the producers.
Of course.
So they're redoing the drums right now.
The new album, The Second Coming.
I'm a fan.
Second Coming
is coming soon.
Yes.
Well, no, it's out.
Oh,
now.
it's out now.
But you have to buy the hoodie on HassanThankGod.com.
Okay.
That's the only way. It would never be on streaming services.
Got you.
Got it.
Never.
Okay.
So you buy the hoodie and
then you scan your phone on the QR code, and then it takes you straight to the album.
Yo, but that's sick. But let me ask you a
that's
question.
so sick.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that's a sick fucking idea.
I'm Steve
That's
Jobs.
your idea.
That's interesting.
Except.
When you wash it?
No. Except I'll scan your fucking hoodie right now, and I'll have
True.
it also. Everybody could just walk up to you.
We are
and
figuring
hit your
out
fucking hoodie.
We are,
and then everybody gets
One
out.
true.
scan.
But we are figuring out a way.
Hoodie
One hoodie
just feeds 100 phones.
That's
or
true.
1,000 phones.
But we are figuring out a way to bypass that. But right now, I feel like, if people want to support,
You know how you
they'll
bypass
support.
it?
Yo, that shit
You
was...
make your fucking underwear, bro.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yo, that was fucking awesome, man. I was like, whoa, oh man.
Everybody does that.
No, nobody's ever
You're
done
the
that.
first one.
I thought you
bro.
did. You really did that seriously, or was that a joke?
No, he really.
Oh, I thought he was kidding. I thought he did it with his
I was
foot.
kidding.
Yeah, that's what I would have done the same shit.
Hold it on,
It's like it's a fucking joke. I would do the same shit. I'd kick it with my foot.
Yeah, we had it scripted for the show. That was
Yeah,
a
of
scene.
course,
That
of
was a
course.
scripted scene.
Yo, we're back. We're back with Damon Dash. Look who
Yes,
showed
sir.
up. Just as we're all leaving
That's
to get our
O'Neal.
kids.
Come on, the man.
Why
the
you
man.
ain't say nothing?
I said, what's up? You left me hanging.
I didn't even see you.
Yes.
This has been a wild 5 minutes. I love it.
I didn't leave you hanging. I walked into the fucking door. What you talking about? I was going through something.
What's going on, big bro?
I didn't realize. Why you ain't say it was O'Neal all the time? What's up, O'Neal?
How you doing, big bro?
It's like a different version of O'Neal. I'm like, it's O'Neal. You remember me telling me, y'all know I'm a different version of some funny shit right
Yo,
there.
we're gonna have to come back and do a full fucking crazy,
so much history.
Dude, even
so
just
many
reading about this
stories.
guy on Wikipedia today, man, it's sick. Because I always knew a little bit of your story, but that shit's just like, this is just fucking chapter after chapter, you know what I mean? We should do it longer.
Oh, yeah, should come
like
down to my
format.
spot.
Yeah, we could do that.
I've been telling you to come
You know,
down to my
we're
spot.
we're
You don't-
complex.
why you don't
We're
want-
very complex production.
I
We
got
can take the production
But I
on
think
the
we
on
could
the
take.
road.
I think we could
Go
take
mobile.
our fucking GoPros.
Production goes mobile. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nick you.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yo, why don't we do that? Why don't we do the bigger? Pack up the 4 GoPros and our team of 3.
That'd be dope.
And I can go trek to fucking.
Or,
Dame
I
some
got the
point.
cameras. I could just tape it and give you the footage, bro.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's just go sit.
Make it easy. Make it turnkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hang
I got
out,
a wall
know?
for you to walk into.
I'll do it, bro. I'm gonna walk into it backwards. I gotta do it backwards, or it's
So go
really
ahead.
solid. It's believable.
So what happened? So what we doing?
Yo, we had a great talk, man, with Hassan, super talent.
We about to wrap it up now?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, literally.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
I'm here for the wrap up?
No, you
That's
were
what you
here.
made it here
You were
for.
the main event.
You were.
You were
But
the main
didn't
event.
make
Yeah, I
it.
walked into the
New
door.
meeting.
That was
New
that's
meeting to
everything
the
in the
term.
whole
Thought you were gonna
fucking
be here
world.
like
Meaning
1
to the
o'clock.
term fashionably late. He shows up and he's like, "What's up, guys? I'm out."
Well, what happened was I was at my studio and my wife was shooting and the baby was there.
Yeah.
I thought that was in Hawaii.
We thought you were in Hawaii.
You thought I was flying in from Hawaii?
Yeah, because it
come
said
here.
Hawaii. It said
Hassan?
Hassan said you're on your way. He looked you up and said he's doing an Instagram live. He's in Hawaii.
He's in Hawaii. It's a
so
Hawaii.
I've been on here just
Health is
talking
wealth.
shit. Like, this
You were
motherfucker
playing.
ain't coming here.
I was joking. Oh, no.
Oh, you were joking?
Well, I'm here now. He had to be joking.
I thought he was really maybe in Hawaii.
This is not Star Trek. You think I beamed up in this motherfucker?
And then I would look at him and go, you just said he's on his way, and he's saying he's in Hawaii. He goes, yeah, maybe. I think he is. I think he is.
All you had to do was go on my live. You know
Hassan was
exactly
like, I
where
don't
I'm
know
at.
where he is. I don't know what he's doing. But no, we glad you came down. You finally made it. Rob and I, we got to bounce. We got kids. You got.
I got kids too.
I know, but we've been waiting.
Yeah, but
here.
I
kids'
didn't get
card
the
doesn't
Natty
work
today.
when you
It's
got
crazy 'cause
kids.
I would have had somebody go pick up my kid at camp today. You know, he gets out, but 3:30, that kid all alone with his backpack. Where's my dad? Traumatized.
Yeah. Like,
you
sorry,
know, and then he's in therapy for like $100K.
Is this live?
And it's like,
Is this
No,
live?
it's not.
It's not live. No,
it's not fucking live, man.
Recording. It's just not live. It's not.
No, we're gonna cut out half the shit I said today.
Your new
Y'all edit? Y'all edit?
Yeah.
we edit.
Oh, come on. I go live.
You go live.
I don't do none of that.
It's Damon Dash. You go live.
I ain't got nothing to hide.
Real shit.
Nothing to hide.
Yo, I want to get like deep with you, like the 2 times I met you, and like, you know, how different you were both times I met you, and like this journey you've had that's like up and down.
We met before?
Yeah, bro. I met you with Lizzie Grubman.
I
And you were
mean-
kind of like, yeah, what's up? You gave me one of those, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, nice watch. He was like, boom, like that. And then the second time we did, me, Jeremy Piven, and Doug Ellen did something in New York for Microsoft. And they did this party afterwards, which is the funniest fucking story ever. Is they're like, we helped them launch something called Microsoft Office Live, Workspace Live, or something like that. And they go, we're throwing an event tonight. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta go to some Microsoft fucking event at some club. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's lit. I mean, it's just like fucking every girl from Wilhelmina, Ford. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I find out they paid everybody. But you were sitting up there with us, I think. And I was like, was bullshitting with you for a while. And then whoever's with us was like, oh, it's Damon Dash. I'm like, oh, that motherfucker's cool, man. I'm like, he got really cool because the first time I met him, he wasn't as cool as this time I met him. And I was like, and then I'm tracking your story the whole time. And I'm like, it's similar to my own, like ups and downs and controversy, like not on your scale controversy, but just for me.
There's no such thing as a smooth road in anybody's life.
Exactly.
I know.
100%.
I'm just living life in front of the
But I think-
camera.
100%.
Right, but
And
I
my
think it's
fights are just a
valuable
little
for
bigger,
people.
that's all.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think it's valuable for people because not so many people get the opportunity, one, to share that, two, for people to be able to learn
The
from
thing
your
is, I'm
experiences.
transparent, so
Right,
I
me
don't
too.
hide my wars. Where if anyone pretends they're perfect, they're lying. That's very evil. There's no such thing as perfection on this planet.
Right.
There's no such thing as a life without ups and downs.
Right.
You know, at some point you deal with tragedies. People die.
Right.
At some point, someone in your life is gonna, that's
Right.
gonna happen. You can't control that.
Yeah.
So in between that, shit happens. I'm just the guy that wants everyone to learn from the shit that happens.
Right.
And it's like, yo, you should see, like, this is what it is. And what you do see, what's very consistent, is no matter what, I'm having a ball.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen me. That what you never seen me was unhappy.
Right.
When death comes, y'all seen me cry. But in between war and in between whatever else it is, because I chose a life of independence.
Right.
I chose a life of keeping my nuts. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? I chose that life. When you choose to use your own money, you know that you're choosing a certain struggle because your competition is using other people's money. So
Right.
you just got to be able to punch somebody in the chest. That's what it is.
Right.
It's the life I chose. I chose my struggle. But to me, it would be more of a struggle to hand over my balls. It would be more of a struggle to have another man telling me what to do and how to have my creativity. There's no money worth another man telling me what to do.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm with you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And then just some of my own personal struggles have been along those lines.
That's why
as well,
everyone that's
you
perceived
know?
as successful is taking pills, and
Right.
when you really look under the
Right,
hood,
exactly.
they not happy.
They're not happy.
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, yo, let me show you what happiness looks like, what
Right.
freedom looks like, what real wealth is, being healthy, having a family, having fun all day long,
Yeah.
being able to pick your kid up and do what you want. Imagine if you had to ask somebody if you had to pick your kid up from camp.
Well,
There are
sometimes I
peop-
do. I gotta ask his mother, but that's
But that's the boss. That's God right
Yeah,
there.
right.
In the house,
Exactly.
that's God.
That's
Oh, hey, well, you guys got a lot to talk about to do. You guys.
What, he doesn't have a girl?
No, but he'll talk.
I
He was
do.
giving us a whole thing about God and the
Where
Bible
did you get a
and
girl?
women.
And why are you hiding
and
it if that's the
women
case?
with the evil,
She should be a porn
the
star.
evil
She should be
of
a porn
women.
star.
Wait, time out. Stop.
He's got a porn. He's got a
Wait.
Porn star
Wait, because he's like, you know, he knows my rules. So what y'all should be asking is, what is it really like to be a dude around Damon?
Yeah.
It's not the best life for a dude. I don't like dudes. You know what I mean? But you have to really be good at something and bring something to the table. You're not coming around to hang out. I don't want to hang out with no
Right.
dudes, right? So, you know, this dude is actually there. You know, he's here with me all the time. He knows what it is. What is it like for a dude in my environment?
Like you just said, pretty non-existent.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why are you around?
Because I'm good at stuff.
What you good at?
Beats.
But he does some dumb shit. Like he's gotten kicked out the gallery a lot. But you know he does. But he every now and again he brings something like odd to the table.
Right.
You know, so I'm
He's
cool with
interesting, man. He's an interesting kid. He's
but you-
talented.
But the
he's
point I
funny.
wanted to make
Yeah.
is he's in my environment a lot, and is a majority what?
Women.
Right. So you know I don't really need you there. So my thing is, if you're gonna be in my environment, bring some girls, right?
Yeah.
Undefeated, you never bring no girls. So you have a girlfriend now. You be around all the girls. You're not gonna bring. Finally, if you have a girl, you're not gonna bring her around.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna keep this a secret. You talk shit about everything else but your girl.
Nah, that's not secret.
It is, I don't know about it. I know everything else.
That's true.
And this,
let me ask you a
this is the
question.
one thing I've been asking.
Let me
I'm like,
ask you
yo, where's
something
your
real quick.
girls? Like, I'm like when I was a young rapper,
Yeah.
not rapper, around rapping, rock star,
You had girls.
and I'm older than I'm around girls.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened?
What did I-
Everybody's scared to be
what
around
did I
girls
say?
now,
What did I say
number one.
before Dame
Number two is,
come?
but I look legit. How
Where's
many
the girls?
Dave, how many kids you got now?
I have adults. I have
Right.
two adults.
But you just had
3
another
kids,
baby,
5,
right?
a little newborn.
Right. And
7
how
months.
many women have given you those 5 kids?
4.
How the fuck did you do that? Like, how did you?
fucking.
How did you maintain those relationships?
I didn't. I mean, all the time. It's the first kid I ever got to raise. That's why I'm marinating it. The key to having a kid is have a kid with your best friend, girl.
Right. No, I'm
You know,
getting
your other
me and my
half.
kid's mom are getting way cooler, and I'm enjoying
Now
all
you
my
gotta
time
be
with my
like,
son.
yeah, but
But if I had 2 women right now, and I had a kid with each woman, and I had to try to navigate scheduling and crisis and all that, I'd lose my fucking mind. I don't know how you did that, bro.
You have to do it. You're a dad. But
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying I don't know how you did multiple women. Did any of them overlap with young kids? Meaning, like, did you have like a 5-year-old with one woman and like a 7-year-old with another, or then start another
they're
relationship?
pretty spaced out.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well,
but,
now I
but,
get how
but
you
it's
did
been a
it then.
war with every other
Right,
child's
of
mother.
course.
Right.
And that's a cycle. Like your job as a man is to make sure your children don't have the same struggles as you have.
Of course.
Especially when they're children, because it affects the trajectory of their future.
Right.
So the one thing that bothered me as a child was my mother and my father not being together and being at war and
Right.
having to make a choice. Like at Christmas, if you were to ask me what would I want want my parents to be together so I could be with them together instead of having to be away from one of them. And, you know, when I got older, you know, I'm more, you know, I was able to get, they didn't have to go through the hood. I got nannies, private school, everything. But the shit that really matters, I didn't get to change that cycle yet. They still had the thing that hurt me the most, they still had to deal. I know how much that is hurting them. And I wanted to change that cycle. So I just had to keep doing it till I got it right. The cycle has changed. I'm with the girl I want to be with. That's my best friend. And every day, all day, we're with the baby.
I love y'all videos.
All day.
I gotta watch them, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
love the
stoked.
videos.
There's
Yeah.
nothing more fun than being with your best friend and having a baby. You don't want to go nowhere because you want to be with your baby and your girl and laugh and all the things that come with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the real wealth. Like, if you know, you like fighting, you supposed to be fighting for a reason. You fighting for your kids, but you don't want to make where you're fighting so much that you're not around your kids.
Right.
Because that's all a kid don't give a fuck about money. They don't know about money. All they know about is love.
Right.
So if you
And
give
toys.
a lack of love to go get money, you just change the commodity. It's wrong.
Right.
The only commodity that counts is love, which is why I'd be like, nigga, get a girl or a puppy so you got something to love. So who the fuck is your girl? I want to know.
Right back to it. You ain't getting out of here without answering.
Big shout out. Her name is Stacy.
Can she come to the rehearsal tonight or what?
Not tonight, now.
But you could be around all the
She
girls
don't-
I'm
she don't-
around,
she
but you
don't
don't
live-
wanna.
She don't live in
Oh,
California.
you're in a long distance.
But it's good because we're not having sex out of wedlock. So
That. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait a minute. You ain't
You never had sex with your girl and she's a porno
no,
star?
we did.
I'm out, man.
No, we did. We
I ain't
did.
hearing this shit. Yo,
That's a perfect way to wrap up.
Hang the
Piece of
phone up
Cray.
on you. I can't even have this conversation.
Hurry up.